here's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. That one 28 yards on the ground. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jameis to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Dolphins at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Winston. He'll buy some time right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On 3rd down, Winston. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff to Chandler.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Albert. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Steps away. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now the first carry here for the running back. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's first down Miami.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You got nothing there. You got nothing.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Winston. And he fires here's one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Nagar's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
26 months.
Winston from the gun on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Winston now from the 50. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
52, 52 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Winston. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, man.
Throwing, Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go play action. Winston steps away to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. He finds his man complete. That's Little. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. That time on the run-pass option, when he decided to throw it,
Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
They run it with Chandler. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 61 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Harris is in. Touchdown, Jets. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, Winston out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive
They did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Albert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Albert. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Winston. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
3 quarters have come and gone.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
To throw is Winston. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Sanders on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one won awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Winston. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
He's got Hamler on the move, pass across the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.